Often within statistics, when we have multiple sets of data, we're going to want to compare two of them by producing a scatter diagram. So in this case, we've got test 1 and test 2 scores for a series of different pupils. So to produce a scatter diagram, the first thing that we need to do is highlight all of our data. Once we've highlighted all of our test scores, we then want to click on the Insert Chart button, which is on the toolbar. It looks like 3 bars in a box. We then click on the Charts tab at the top, and from the left-hand menu we select Scatter. We then want to click on the top of our 2 possible options. To the right we get a preview, looking fairly close to what we want, but we're going to need to change a few little things. So we click on the Customize tab at the top. First thing is to change our chart title. As we change different bits, we can see them getting updated on that right hand side preview. We don't need a legend with our scatter diagram, so on the drop down menu where it says right, click on it and change it to none. We then want to add titles to our axes, so we scroll down and where it says axes, it's already on the horizontal first of all, so we want to change the title so that it reads test 1 score. Where it says axis horizontal, click on that drop down menu, change it to the left vertical and put in the title test 2 score. If we wanted to change the range of our values, we can do down at the bottom. So in each case we're going to make them start at 0, 0, just so we get a full picture from 0 to 100 as our scores are percentages. This won't always be the case, so you're going to want to change it to 0, 0. Often where it defaults to you'll be quite happy with how that's set up. As you scroll down, you can look at changing how many grid lines there are. So having 5 major grid lines may not be enough, so we could always change that to 10, and then that gives us more values that we can use. Scrolling down to the bottom, we can change how big our points are, and what colour they are. So if rather than blue we wanted black, we can change that. And at the minute they're fairly large dots, so we could change that down to 2px, and then we get nice small dots, much more user friendly within our scatter diagram. We're happy with how that's set up at the minute, so we can click Insert. If we scroll back up to the top, we then find our scatter diagram has been added in as an object to our spreadsheet. This often isn't very helpful, as it may often be in the way of what we want to be doing. So if we click on our chart, we then get a drop down menu in the top right hand corner. We then get multiple options of what we can do. So if we've made a mistake or we haven't quite corrected something right, we can click on the advanced edit and change things again. You can delete your chart, save your image if you're going to need it later on, publish the chart on the web. You can copy our scatter diagram if we want to insert it into a presentation, or as we want to in this case, we can move it to its own sheet. So then we have our scatter diagram as a separate sheet. Often within statistics we're going to be producing multiple sheets, so if we click on the drop down menu next to chart 1, we can rename our chart and call it a scatter diagram. That way we can easily see on those bottom tabs what each of our different charts are and flick between them quickly and efficiently.